name is Christopher Cox. I'm a grad school student at Lindsey Wilson University, and I'm in the Department of Counseling and Human Development. This here is Ella the Elephant. She also works with me in counseling, and she's a big help when providing counseling by giving comfort to those who are, really going through some heavy things that are on their heart and stuff, and makes it a lot easier when they can just give her a hug. So, just kind of give you insight into something, a little bit of what we do around down here. Work in the mission field, have been for 6 years, and I've recently chose to go back to school so that I can improve my education and just learn more and understand things better. A lot of my clients are dual diagnosis, and so having a better knowledge of mental health issues as well as substance abuse issues, I believe, was very important. So I'd like to encourage you to look into the substance abuse field. It's pretty awesome. It's been an amazing time down here, and I've got to meet some incredible people. So the group that I have proposed is one that will help those people work through some of their long-term issues, because you get a lot of scars and bumps and bruises when you go through substance abuse or have to care for somebody or help somebody that's struggling with it themselves. So the Exploration of Substance Abuse Issues group is going to be a counseling group that will address the growing need to find answers and healing for people affected by substance use. With approximately 23 million Americans currently addicted to alcohol and drugs, we're looking at only about 1 in 10 of them receiving the help that they need. The result is a treatment gap of about 20 million people. So the group is intended to be a part of the effort to close America's treatment gap, and it will help those struggling with the fallout of long-term use, such as emotional pain, loss, and shame. The target population will be those of all ages who have suffered from substance use directly. In other words, those who are trapped in the cycle of substance use, as well as those who have been affected by someone struggling with substance use. The basic agenda will be to develop a positive environment which can explore solutions to working through that emotional pain. We will do this by helping members to improve their comfort levels in the group. 2, by increasing openness in the group about substance use concerns. In other words, we're going to help them be able to talk about it, make it a norm to discuss these kind of things, because a lot of shame comes with, or stigma comes with having a substance abuse issue. 2, we're going to teach members to express their emotions in a way that promotes cognitive restructuring, thus attempting to promote change in the member's life itself. And 4, we're going to improve interpersonal relationships as well as successfully address the members' presenting problem. The structure of the group will be as follows. Everyone will sit in a circle facing each other, male, female order if at all possible. The facilitator will call the group together, and at this time will provide instructions on what's going to happen in the group and how they're going to go about it. The group will then be broken down into dyads, and this is done to help the group focus on content and purpose of the group experience. The topics that will be chosen for the discussion will be on loss, shame, and a sense of worthlessness. The group will then be brought back together for a discussion where the facilitator will encourage involvement and cohesion within the group. Towards the end of each group session, the facilitator will alert the members 15 minutes before the end of the group, and this is done so that reflection and summarization of what has been learned can take place. That way they have some time to process through what they've taken in during that group. All right. Each of the following groups during that 10-week period will begin with a check-in to discuss unfinished business and The use of rounds will be done to help facilitate this process. This is done so that anything that they've learned, and maybe it took time for them to really think about, and say throughout the week they had been thinking about it and they just want to kind of discuss it or work through it, or their feelings, as well as what they've learned. Maybe a group member may have offended them, or maybe they said something and they weren't sure how to take it or whatever. But what we want to do is kind of work through that and deal with that right in the beginning of the group, so that it doesn't have such a major effect on the group process itself. All right. So after that, the discussion will begin, and at the end of the 10-week period time, will be given or provided for the members to say goodbye, to summarize and reflect on the work that had been done throughout that 10 weeks. And this way, there's closure brought to the group as well. And then before the members go their own way, an evaluation form will be handed out to each member for them to offer feedback and make any comments. They may have some comments they'd like to share. It also, if there's any group members that feel like they still need work, what we'll do is we'll take that into consideration, and we'll look into maybe putting them into another group or the next group, or providing them with individual counseling, whatever will best benefit. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I would like to encourage you to check out the substance abuse field. It's really a great field. There's really a lot of great people, and it's amazing when you can see the change happen. So I hope you enjoyed this. Good tidings, and goodbye. Bye.